Income gradient, morning states across economic tiers. Archive, file, income gradient, morning states. Archive, file 017. Classification, socio-psychological transmission. Status, active, continuous ingest. Signal, integrity, como degrading. Tags, finance, anxiety, survival. Class, routine, identity, dignity, erosion. Abstract economic position does not shape lifestyle. It reshapes fear geometry. What follows is a comparative extraction of 3 morning states across income strata. These are not identities, they are pressure environments. Structural, repeating, self-reinforcing. Different incomes do not create different comforts. They create different permissions for suffering. Transmission instability detected. Minor data fragmentation present. Subject A, affluent professional. Morning state, optimization loop. The body wakes in silence. Climate stabilized. Light automated, noise eliminated. The mind activates immediately. Information first, calendar, market, messages, position, trajectory, no threat of collapse. Only threat of stagnation. Fear migrates upward. Primary fear, irrelevance, loss of influence, loss of prestige, loss of narrative control, loss of identity coherence. Existential questioning initiates early. Am I still ascending? Am I extractable? Am I becoming noise? Altitude produces vertigo. Decision logic, experience optimization. Food, curated, symbolic, premium. Transport, comfort, plus signaling. Leisure, exclusivity, scarcity, distinction. Budget constraints absent. Choice governed by aesthetic hierarchy. Data fragment. Huzzah. Subject B, middle-class worker. Morning state, stabilization protocol. The day begins in logistics. Time segmentation replaces reflection. Preparation, transport, obligation, endurance. Income sufficient. Structure fragile. Primary fear, collapse, job loss, medical emergency, mechanical failure, cost acceleration. The system is a corridor, narrow, long, unpadded. One fracture destabilizes the whole. Anxiety accumulates during transit. Silence amplifies calculation. Decision logic, risk balancing. Food, value optimization. Transport, reliability, leisure, affordability. Every purchase carries latent consequence. Can I afford the mistake? Partial redaction, Uras or Sauvage. Subject C, financially struggling individual. Morning state, survival mode, no buffer, no margin, no abstraction. Rent, food, utilities, transport. The body wakes under pressure. The mind scans for exits, meals skipped, energy rationed, time liquidated. Primary fear, erasure, eviction, hunger, exposure, invisibility, effort reward, skill security, work survival. Anxiety mutates into exhaustion. Dignity becomes conditional. Decision. Logic, necessity, compliance. Food, cheapest available. Transport, minimal cost. Leisure, eliminated. Choice collapses. Autonomy degrades. Data loss, recovery failed. Please refer to the comparative structure map table. Economic difference does not scale. It fractures perception. For higher tiers, fear becomes philosophical. For lower tiers, fear becomes mechanical. One fears stagnation. Another fears disappearance. These states do not exist on a spectrum. They exist in parallel realities. Medical and psychological amplification. Layer pre-existing illness multiplies exposure. Medication becomes conditional. Treatment becomes negotiable. Health becomes transactional. Morning routines integrate. Pill sorting. Symptom monitoring. Appointment triage. All under financial constraint. Fear compounds. Hypervigilance becomes default. Error. Stress loop detected. Closing transmission. The dominant myth. Wealth changes how you live. False. It changes which fears are allowed to exist. Scarcity produces physical anxiety. Comfort produces existential anxiety. One is visible, one is aestheticized. Between them lies not money, but psychological altitude. Altitude determines whose suffering is legible, whose fear is respected, whose pain becomes policy. Archive footnote. This record is not moral, it is structural. The system does not distribute reward, it redistributes anxiety. Transmission. End.